I'm walking back to my house from the bus stop when Suzette emerges from her front door to collect her mail. She must be leaving for a house showing soon, because she is dressed to the nines in a skirt suit with her red headings that are so high I would fall on my face if I tried to walk in them. Her hair is so perfectly coiffed it almost looks plastic. She waves to me and it's hard to smile when I wave back, but I bullshit her. I'm not in the mood for Suzette, so when she comes down to her steps to talk to me, I almost consider making a run for it. But she's pretty quick, and before I can reach my front door, she has overtaken me. "Millie," she says, "how are you doing?" "Fine, how are you?" As Suzette smooths her hair, I notice a diamond-studded bracelet around her wrist that catches the sun. It looks a little like that necklace that Martha tried to steal from me, except I assume that hers is made from real diamonds. I hope Suzette is keeping that bracelet somewhere safe. "Nice bracelet," I comment. "Thank you." She gazed down at the bracelet. "It was a gift from someone very special, and I absolutely love you." She wrecks her gaze over me, clearly struggling to find something to compliment me on. "I've lost some weight. Your face does look nearly as puffy." Apparently that is the best she can do. Also, I don't think I've lost any weight. I'm just as puffy as ever. "Maybe," is all I say. Anyway, Suzette says, "I've been meaning to speak with you." Sure, what's up?" She flashes me a blindingly white smile. I wonder if she has caps in her teeth. "So here's the thing," she says. "On the day before trash pickup, would you mind putting your trash out a little later in the evening?" I stare at her. "What are you talking about?" "Nico doesn't put it out until after dinner." "Right," she says, "and you guys must eat dinner super early. Because when we're eating dinner, we can see your trash out in the front of the house, and it's there the entire evening. There's trash sitting on the sidewalk from like 7 in the evening until the next morning." She sniffs. "Honestly, Millie, it's unsightly." "Did you mention this to Enzo?" I asked. She seemed to speak with him constantly, so I'm not sure why she's telling me about all this. "He just seems so busy. I wouldn't want to bother him with something so trivial." "Okay. Plus, Nico takes care of the trash, doesn't he? The kids are more your domain, I assumed." Suzette somehow assumes I'm a 1950s housewife, but I don't feel like getting into it with her. "Fine," I grumble. "What time would you like him to take out the trash?" "Well, no earlier than 11, certainly. His bedtime is 10, I say through my teeth." "He's 9. "Oh." She taps her chin. "Perhaps you should take out the trash then." She has got to be kidding me. I'm tempted to tell this woman where she can shove that trash can, but at that moment a truck pulls up in front of my house. A man with a big shaggy moustache, and Pot Billy climbs out of the truck, a sour expression on his face. It takes me a second to recognise him as the plumber who came by a few days ago. I called him to fix our downstairs toilet, which was taking about an hour to flush. Enzo kept insisting he could fix it and we didn't need professional help. But it seemed like every time he tried to fix it, the flush took 10 minutes longer. I didn't even tell him I called the plumber. He thinks the toilet magically fixed itself. Hey, the plumber, whose name completely escapes me at that moment, ambles down the walkway to where I'm standing with Suzette. "I was here a few days ago to do a job. I knew it would be a bum check." "What? I did?" I stammer. "I don't know how that's possible. I keep track of every penny that was in and out of our checking account. We don't have a lot of excess cash, but I'm certain we have more than enough to cover the $300 check I wrote for the plumber." The plumber is not a small man. He's well over 6 feet, towering over me, and I have to take a step back as he comes closer. "You sure did, lady," he growls. Suzette seems entertained by this interaction. Why can't she go back to her house? This is so embarrassing. "I'm so sorry," I say. "I thought there was enough in the account to cover it. Can I do take credit cards?" "I don't," he spits at me. "I told you when I fixed your toilet, only cash or check, and now for you, only cash." "Well, that's a problem. I don't have $300 in cash just lying around. I probably have $40 in my wallet if I'm lucky. Enzo was already taken off for the day, but he doesn't carry much money either." I say, "If you wait, I can go to an ATM." The plumber hikes up his pants and plants himself squarely on the sidewalk in front of my house. I'm not moving one step until I get paid, lady. "You know what?" Suzette pipes up. "I might have some cash in the house. Give me a minute." She dashes back into the house, whopping admirably well in those 4-inch hens. A minute later, she bursts from the front door with a wad of cash. She holds it out to the plumber. He immediately starts counting it. It's all there, Suzette assures him. The plumber finishes putting the cash and nods at her. You got that right, pretty lady. He tips his grubby baseball cap in her direction. Thank you muchly. He gives me one last dirty look and then climbs back into his truck. I'm pretty sure I am blackballed from that plumbing service. Hopefully Ezzo can get better at fixing the pipes. Suzette watches the plumber drive away, then turns to me with an expectant look on her face. I know what she wants, and I'm not going to have to give it to her. Thank you so much, Suzette. I say, I promise I'll pay you back every penny. Oh, take your time. She toys with the diamond bracelet on her wrist, which glints in the sunlight. Honestly, Jonathan and I have more money than we know what to do with. You can't even imagine how much we pay in taxes. Way to rub it in my face. I don't want Suzette to think of me as some impoverished charity case, racking up debt all over town, and I especially dislike the idea of owing anything to her. Technically, we never paid for her broken window, but that was different because Nick agreed to do chores. I'll pay her back today if I can. Except, can I? I thought we had more than enough money in the checking account to cover the plumbing bill, but obviously we don't. Where did that money go? Enzo and I always discuss large purchases. He wouldn't have just taken the money out without telling me, would he?